Don't believe we've met. You were probably moving too slowly. Anyway, I'm Sonic, as in supersonic, and I want to set the record straight on a few things. So hang with me for a millisec while I give you a news flash. First, I am not a hero. I'm a superhero. And I'm not like those other vid guys. They may claim to be super, but I'm the original. Funny thing is, I didn't even want to be great. I just am. What else could I do? Once Dr. Robotnik went berserko, I had to save my friends. Lucky for them, I also saved the planet. Second, about my speed. Lots of folks at Sega will tell you how they sweated bits to bust my moves right through the sound barrier. Well, that's true, but they had some help. Don't want to hog any credit, but at the last nanosec, it was yours truly who pumped up the action. How did I do it? Check out the power sneakers for maxed out speed. Now everyone wears them at Sega. And last but not least, there's the hair. My hair. It's blue, it's cool, and it's natural. Why the spikes? Simple aerodynamics. Ever try a supersonic spin attack without spikes? Okay, so now you know all about me. The superhero status, the speed, the fabulous spikes. Let's talk about you. What are you waiting for? It's time to start cruising at supersonic speed. Have some fun. Be the fastest and the greatest, like me. See ya in the Green Hill Zone. Signature?
I don't know. He's supposed to sign it?
And it also says something about hair.
I saw.
He said hair. I would have said quills, but okay.
Yeah, I figure out if you were supposed to say Sonic the Hedgehog, like you signed it or something, as Sonic.
I'm supposed to say Sonic the Hedgehog or something.
I don't know.
What am I supposed to do?
What they in there doing?
They can't see. They can't hear a signature.
Oh my goodness, I don't feel like doing these jokes to cramps.
What's wrong with you now?
I mean, I just Is that ain't all I ready to got?
Just jump into
Do I
this
have to do
Sonic
anything
podcast when Dwayne
Oh,
just
no.
got that that promise ring.
The flip?
I ain't in the mood. Here we go.
Oh, you need to calm down.
I ain't in the mood. Oh my gosh, we got
Lord.
I just
Oh
ain't
my
today.
God.
Ain't
You look like a hater.
What?
I'm sorry. You really need to chill.
All right, sure.
Well, I gotta
We
chill.
gotta do this podcast. You know you're a Sonic fan. Sonic didn't do nothing to your behind.
I didn't say he did do nothing.
Regardless, you sound like a hater.
No, I don't. All that screaming.
Yo,
And Michael is a hater.
You the Iblis trigger man.
Iblis.
When you cause Ashley to cry, it's gonna be some problems.
You're actually Iblis, though.
Yo.
And the only way you'll be released is through these hands. While they're wrapped around your neck.
I'm not sure that makes any sense.
With your Ken Pendle's Sonic Live comic book cover looking face.
You a trip.
You try to come through my TV. I just buy another one because I'm hitting it with that Eastern baseball bat over there.
With what money?
You know what money? I got money.
Ah, look,
I'm
he
the money man.
shape-shifted into Axis Nagas now, you guys. I
you
don't
hear
know
my
how he has so
name?
much to say. If anybody's gonna make Ashley cry, it's from burning her eyes while looking at him. Just like that fish from SpongeBob. My eyes!
Fish said his
Oh,
leg.
stop.
All that joke when he was talking. Rightfully so.
Am I in time for the podcast? Crap. Tired of all this.
Now who gonna ask the first question?
Me, I'm gonna just go in and do this job.
Okay.
Time to
Dwayne
get down
do
to
it.
business. Now,
did
I wanted to
that,
ask that going
Shut
which
up,
Sonic
Michael.
track
Thank you.
has gone the hardest for y'all?
Yeah.
Who going first?
That's really how we're gonna start this thing to create.
Well,
Shit,
no, but I
sure.
said I wasn't in the mood before
Who
you
gives a
came
flip
in
about
there.
your mood?
Okay, crap.
What you running for?
I'll calm down.
You really don't know.
Daytona Beach. It's already booked. Okay.
Say what?
I will ask the first question. I
No,
gotta
we
get
ain't gonna
into
just slide past that junk. What you just say? Don't worry about it, Michael.
We're gonna continue to slide right on
No,
through
no.
that junk.
For real now.
Penguins from Ice Cap Zone. Let's go.
We gotta talk to Crank.
It's been 4 minutes.
Uh-oh.
Nobody started the interview? To
Crank.
Crant?
I tried.
For real?
I apologize for how long it took for us to get to the actual interview. I thought to Crant would introduce everybody and jump and
I couldn't.
do stuff the proper way. I'm
You
shocked.
didn't help.
I was trying to. Couldn't nobody do and talk. And now they know I'm supposed to be going to Florida for another break from this group.
We gotta talk.
Okay, look. Okay, let's just jump into this jump.
Get
Y'all,
yourself
Sonic is supposed to calm you
Really?
down. He's an escape, so let's go.
Hatter, when he used Sonic, it's a shot at me. He always throwing insults and junk and don't expect folk to do the same jump back.
Please stand by. Okay, everyone, we're back. After some much needed straightening, we are now ready
to start this Sonic podcast, and let's talk about some exciting things that usually cheer us up on days like this.
So, Dwayne, the way you started it off, what was that from?
It was the Sonic the Hedgehog Bible, Draft 2, from June 24th, 1991.
Okay, from the Sonic Bible, from Sega of America.
It was from the introduction.
Oh, okay, and you did the impression there. That's
Yeah.
always fun.
He always do the darn impression.
Shut up, chop chop.
And I noticed in here
City.
the guide to characters. It's kind of enlightening.
Interesting.
Sonic's main buddies are Johnny Lightfoot, I heard of him. Sally Acorn, I definitely heard of her.
Yes.
Porker, Lewis, Chirps, Tux, I've heard all of them before. Flicky the Bluebird, and Joe Sushi. I'm hungry.
Didn't this come out in 1991, Dwayne?
Yup.
Okay, Michael, were there any things that have been difficult for you to deal with as a Sonic fan, personally? Because that, something in what I just read, I'm sure would set off or trigger some feelings.
Heck no. I ain't talking about certain things that could turn things negative.
Please don't.
I ain't about to talk about how much I miss Sally. I ain't finna talk about enjoying Sun Alley, cause I do, but I ain't gonna ain't gonna talk about the junk. I ain't about to talk about how Sega act like the Freedom Fighters never existed and how unfair it is.
Special Sega in the Far East, really Sega in the Far East.
I ain't about to talk about how if it wasn't no classic Sonic, that there wouldn't be a modern. I ain't finna
True
talk
shot
about
set
how
you free.
I'm a classic fan and how I'm tired of people hating on him.
Yes, me too.
I ain't gonna talk about that, and I ain't gonna talk about how much money Sega would miss out on by not still trying to appeal to classic fans. I ain't about to talk about how much I actually enjoyed playing Shadow the Hedgehog.
Me too.
I ain't talking about how there are fans that want Sonic to stick to rock only musically.
Oh crap.
When his soundtracks are known for crossing through genres.
Sonic's not one note.
I ain't about to
That's right.
talk about how Chemical Plant Zone sample Prince.
It sure
I
did.
ain't about to talk about how much I still want a Sonic Adventure 3 and how 06 does not officially count because it don't. No, I ain't talking about none of that junk.
You sounded pretty passionate about
Yeah,
a lot
well,
of things, Michael. There.
That could be. That could not be. Who to say?
What about those gatekeepers that
Oh,
tell
man.
people what to
Yes.
enjoy and what not to enjoy, and shame those people
Yes,
for
crap.
those things?
That's kind of where a lot of it doing in a rage, I guess.
It was.
Came from.
There's a lot of that.
Yeah. What about the shipping wars? I know you mentioned Sun
I
Alley.
said ain't talking about that junk. He said he is not talking about that junk.
But I understand though. What's son name me?
Ashley.
Everyone would be cool if it's like a lot of the fan base
Ashley, tread lightly.
seem to throw jabs. I understand though. If you have a character that you really like, it's cool to uplift them. But don't throw another character under the bus in the same token.
I agree.
That's
Yes,
not
it goes
right.
both ways,
That
too.
makes your side look bad and immature. I mean, I know all Sun Amy people aren't mean,
And all the Sun Alley people ain't
and
nice.
all
They're
Sun
not.
Alley people aren't mean.
Yeah, we're
so
not.
people just respect that people like other things
Yeah.
and not throw slick jabs. Nobody will feel that inner rage
That's true.
come
Yes.
out because it wouldn't be there anymore anyway if we just had that unity because it
That
can't
would be-
exist.
That would be lovely.
I don't know if we should go into any Sega of America and Sega
No,
of Japan
no.
before
No,
East
no,
talk,
don't.
because I think that plays a huge role.
Let's not, though.
Okay, so I won't.
Okay, good.
I actually love Japan.
Yeah, Tokyo
That's
looks
the top
fun.
place that I would love to visit.
Ashley, are you cool with Amy?
I like classic Amy, and I'm not going into any further depth.
What if, I thought you said you like Boom Amy too.
No further depth. Nope.
She cool with
Okay.
Amy. She just dying
Who
playing.
can do a good shadow impression? Let me hear somebody try it.
That was so
I
random.
mentioned it because y'all mentioned Shadow the Hedgehog earlier. So yeah, I know that's a unpopular opinion that y'all enjoy that game. But yeah, somebody try to sound like
I
Shadow
could try.
right quick.
I'm not sure what I would say. Are you
Read something in the
Instagram?
room or some junk. Let me find something.
He's finding something.
Oh, I guess this is small, but this is something. Here.
Okay.
Play as Sonic on mobile.
The flute.
Sonic Dash. Sonic Forces. Speed Battle.
Okay. That was interesting.
Anyway.
Dwayne, how about you try it?
Ah, crap.
Read this part right here.
Visit Sega Shop for official merchandise. Shop.sega.com.
Oh no.
What, Grant? I don't know.
Try it.
Whatever, man. It's your turn to Grant. How about you read this top part?
Oh crap.
I might do the best job. Shoot. All games now available, physical and digital. SonicTheHedgehog.com.
To crack. Okay. To crack did the best job though, Dwayne.
Yup.
You did pretty
Whatever,
good,
man.
though.
He dissed me. I don't know what I think.
I didn't diss you.
He only good at doing the old Sonic impression.
Was that an was that a
Yup.
compliment?
Yes, it was. I caught that junk.
Me too.
It's Michael's turn.
Oh,
Yup.
Jump.
Here, read this right here.
No fun-filled adventures for the whole family.
Wrong.
No.
Whatever, y'all. All y'all can go eat some mashed potatoes.
Since
Oh,
we're
He
talking.
sounded so over it and tired.
Yeah,
Anyway.
he did. He did. He really
Anyway.
did. Since we're talking about voice actors, though, do y'all have any favorite game voice actors for Sonic?
Jason Griffith.
Ashley?
I've always liked Jason Griffith. Like Dwayne just said. I mean, he's always given off like this upbeat, refreshing,
Yeah.
confident,
Yeah.
fun, and still had a threat sounding vibe to his
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah, you want him to sound kind of threatening to some
Yeah.
degree, so he can be taken seriously as a
He
hero.
also had that
That's
air
true.
of optimism to him, so it didn't sound like he was always over a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to have some sense of wonder,
Yes.
like movie Sonic.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites right there.
Movie
Yeah,
Sonic.
mine too.
Again, who is Sonic?
Dwayne.
And he has a movie version of
You know
himself.
who I'm talking about?
Not really Chop Chop. You need to
We
elaborate.
didn't really
Crap,
talk
you guys, what's
about
next?
music.
Yeah.
Y'all know how huge the music is in Sonic games.
It is.
How has it impacted y'all
A whole
throughout life?
Whole lot.
A lot.
My ears have been trained from a really young age.
Man,
Or at least
actually,
my
you're not old. Voice actors' ears have been, I guess. The voice actor's not old either.
Of course
I'm
not.
sure Shara would appreciate that.
Y'all, I always
She
like
would.
Chemical Plant Zone. I know this, like, the go-to for most Sonic music.
But they went
I
off, though.
always like Sonic 2 anyway, because this where we started, technically, because our mama.
Yeah.
They went off.
Wow.
They did go off. They went off on Death Day Robot theme.
This my
We
favorite
always
track.
call the
Mine
Death Day
too, on
Robot the
Sonic
Doomsday
2.
Machine because in the Sonic 2 manual it said a Doomsday Machine, and for some
did.
reason we thought it was called that. So we grew up calling it that.
I'ma keep
And to me,
calling it
Death Day
Machine.
Robot will always be the Doomsday Machine. I don't care what anybody got to say on this planet. Bump all of y'all.
To crap. Just like how we kept calling,
That's how I feel.
I ain't even going into it, Junk. It's too many different names folk call him. I ain't even going into it. But when we were kids, we called him Uncle Chuck. He just didn't
Oh,
have a
yeah.
mustache.
Oh, the first boss in Death Egg Zone. Let's not
yeah.
go into all that.
Robo Sonic or Silver
It's all that
Sonic.
technical
If you don't know this, you don't know this basic stuff, you're not a real Sonic fan.
kind of crap. Let's not go into
People
that.
wouldn't even know a lot of that stuff if the internet didn't exist later on for them to learn that stuff.
Yeah, we shouldn't take
I
it
mean,
for
we just
granted.
looked up and we have the internet now. But back in the day, people could not just find that junk out like that.
From what we
So,
heard, at least.
folks thought they knew the Sonic 2 level select code, and later on in life, after stuff comes to light, they find out they added 2 extra numbers in there that they didn't have to. But it still got them to doing level select.
Yeah, and Super Sonic.
That whole
That was
darn
easy.
code.
That was just 4 digits.
7, 19, 65, 9,
Needs to enunciate.
17, 27. Did I skip something?
17.
You didn't need 27 apparently, or 7. Where'd you get that
This
from?
dude across the field from where we lived at. What I'm supposed
Didn't
to
he
do?
also think that Tails was a girl?
The code worked, didn't
Yo,
it?
also Aquatic Ruin went off. We used to
It
do the
did.
big head bounce to that. Wait, who used to do the big head bounce? I think
exactly.
our mama used to do the big head bounce to that.
What
How
is
could
the
we do
big
the big
head
head bounce
bounce?
in 1996?
96? I wasn't born until 2001.
Okay, y'all.
Conception.
Aquatic Ruin. What memories do y'all have? 'Cause for some reason, one of my first memories on Aquatic Ruin was when I got killed by Chop
Dang.
Chop. He was behind one of those them column things in the water, and I didn't
Column
see him. I
things?
guess I didn't have any rings or something.
Chop Chop or the Badnik?
The bad Nick.
Come on
is
now.
Chop Chop. Oh, junk.
It was lame.
It's a lot of good music, though. It's too much to list.
It is
This
too
podcast
much.
is
It
already
really
going
is.
to be
Yeah.
way, way longer than intended, and
So
Shara's
we-
going to have to edit the junk differently or some crap.
Y'all ain't even going to Sonic 3 and Knuckles. You know, y'all know
man.
good and well. It's a whole bunch of gems in there.
Lava Reef
and
Act
whole
2.
controversy. Doomsday Zone. We ain't going into
Yeah.
Hydro
Love
City,
Reef Act.
Flying Battery.
the whole darn game.
I ain't even get into no modern titles. Man, don't forget newer
junk.
stuff like Planet Wisp, Sweet
Yeah,
Mountain.
still on the air carrying
that's
music on
fellas.
adventure.
Unleashed is the
That's a good
whole
one, Michael.
daggone soundtrack. I don't know how the flip will decipher and break that junk down.
We can't.
That beautiful game that everybody decided they suddenly liked at the same time when I've
Yeah,
been
it's
like
like
it.
trendy to like something.
Yeah.
Why can't you just
Yeah.
like something?
I never understood that. It's all. It's like a Twitter rule.
I don't know. It's just that you're supposed
It's
to like
annoying.
junk everybody else
And
likes.
everybody knows everything now.
Yeah.
Like if it's something about Sonic that you don't know, Like somebody said earlier, it makes you not a real fan or something.
Which is a
You're
lie.
you're not delving into everything really deep about all the little small aspects of gameplay and development.
Yes.
Everybody on Twitter is not going to be a game
Then
developer.
everybody's gonna nitpick anything
Yep.
that Sega actually comes out with, so nothing will ever be good enough.
Yes.
Someone's always gonna complain about something.
And they always do. Now, y'all make me think about it. Do any of y'all consider yourselves real, actual skilled
I used to
gamers?
think I could play, but I don't know anymore.
Nope. None of us are professional players.
Me either.
Not to my knowledge.
I just like to play the junk and have a good time.
Yes.
I mean, I used to be pretty good. At least I thought.
Until folk,
Especially online.
took away the fun.
Oh
Man.
man, everything a competition. And perfecting everything. And picking on those who didn't know every shortcut. Or didn't play as fast as them. Everybody online became an S-ranking speedrunner. Who said that everybody that played differently from them sucked. It's impossible to please everybody like you said
Yeah.
to Grant. Who was that? One of y'all said that, John. And there's always finna be somebody in the fan base complaining about something.
Yep.
We probably gonna get some complaints on this video for simply having
we probably will
our
one
own
day.
opinion. But because we left some out by accident or
Oh
something.
my goodness. People are probably gonna have a problem with us simply admitting to being Sun Alley.
Oh crap. Even though none of us ever said we hated Amy. Sure didn't.
That'll have to be a whole other conversation though for another day because I
Someday.
have to go into more depth and this video is already going to be long enough. Regardless, people won't like it and the only opinion that matters are their own and nobody else's opinion is valid because
It's too many bullies.
Too many
So
selfish
much
people.
enjoyment, folks. Get out of that. Nitpicking everybody's opinions on something.
I don't know.
If they post something on Twitter, it could be something positive and agreeing with what they doing, post it.
Yeah.
You retweet the junk, agreeing and junk to what they said, and they still they still want to argue about something that you reposted and said when you weren't agreeing with them in the first place. Folk
That's
nitpick-
Twitter in itself,
Folk
huh?
nitpick little stuff that you thought was tame and junk, but they trying to make it sound like you're trying to corrupt the whole generation
preach.
just because you mentioned twerking or some junk.
Yeah.
I mean, doing everybody, your mama and your daddy.
It's not even just Twitter. It's social media in general, but especially
is.
Twitter. Because that's where most of the leaks have come out, where they're talking about the most leaked Sonic information on the new games. They'll claim that there will be no Sonic Mania 2. They're acting like that means it's
Never?
complete fact because of some leaks, I guess. And that it means that it'll never happen. In the
they do
same
make
way
it
it's
sound
considered okay for people to keep hope alive for Sonic Adventure 3, it should still be just as trendy for people to still hope for the impossible with other things in the Sonic community.
It should be.
Like that new Sega console.
But Sega of Japan, the president, I thought
the
he
young
said
cute
it
one?
ain't happening. I started losing hope though a little bit right there.
Oh,
But
no.
I still don't think it ain't ever gonna happen.
I hope it can.
I mean, they trying to put out some theme parks over here.
yeah,
in the
so
UK.
anything should be possible, right?
Yeah, that's what I would hope. Like with Sally
Yeah.
and the Freedom Fighters.
If organizations could just avoid disagreements with each other
man.
from within and possibly come together with the
Yeah.
right team, all while being honest with each other,
Yes.
they could split the budget so that no one could claim they paid for everything
Yeah.
and promote the cause through bolder methods.
Yeah.
I mean, then there's always a chance for the best. The problem is that no matter how good of a campaign success you have for Sally
Yeah.
it sounds like personal issues by a few people in the Far East when it comes to the freedom fighters.
Where did I say?
Yeah, we heard you, Michael.
It ain't fair.
It's
no,
really not.
cause there are people who love the freedom fighters.
Yeah,
and you
like
can't
us.
take away from the fact that they do have
Think
a
I'm
fan
feeling that
base.
chili dog I ate earlier.
Stop neglecting that fan
You
base.
what?
Because you do own the character.
They do.
So make that money. And like I
right.
said, I wasn't gonna talk about
Michael,
this.
it's something you're passionate about. It was going to come up at some point in this podcast.
I hate
and I
that,
agree
though,
with what you said.
sometimes.
Now, I'm going to go into a lighter subject.
Okay.
Good.
Y'all, it's been a while since we played Sonic Shuffle.
Oh, John, that was so random.
Memories of what you thought of
I
that
feel
game.
like thinking back.
Wow.
Just make
Play
me mad.
Amy if you want to win.
Yes.
That's what I've taken away from that game. Or Tails. If somebody else already took Amy, get Tails.
On whatever Dreamcast we've played it on, you have to be Amy or Tails. I agree.
But I be wanting to pick Sonic or Knuckles though. I don't
Yeah.
necessarily want to play as Amy or Tails.
Nothing against
The game
Tails.
tick
though.
me off. The computer is just insufferable. It's
It
just,
is.
Computer's just dirty.
And if you have no VMU, then you just messed up. It's just for 30.
What gets on my nerves is how all the mini games and junk, just the games are set against you. I never understood how to duel. Okay, I said it. I'm sorry. They have the junk up there. The cards, the person that has the least amount of I forgot, wins. And the person has you think if you had more points you win, but it's like the opposite day of some junk with that game.
It's like the board is set up against you, Shody. You're like, okay, I'm supposed to go this route, but then some stupid unforeseen event happens and blocks your way. But it's fine with the other two characters or whoever else is playing that's not really playing the computer.
Yeah.
They've already passed over that little area.
Yes.
So they're already there, ready to get the keys.
Which
so they
is
can
not
open
fair.
the chest, but you can't get there. Because all of a sudden, once you get close to the thing, they close you off from it. That's
They
stupid.
are low down for that junk.
That's what I was told.
Unnecessary. This game is great for if you feel like getting mad with some friends.
The funny thing is, that can be funny. It can be annoying. I'm tired of it. We at the end, we running down the thing. And you thought your character did a good job. You thought, I think I came back. I came back from behind, and I think I did pretty decent. I recovered. I redeemed myself. What the flip? Why am I falling? Why am I standing here and everybody else still running? That ain't right. And then all of a sudden, if you get past that part, you get caught up in that celebrating thing or whatever the thing is that make you fall. So you ain't even you second place. No, you third.
Third.
No, with the flip. And of course, Amy or Tails wins. Sometimes Knuckles will win though, but most of the time it's Amy or Tails.
And then you gotta sit there and watch them get all the rewards and junk, and you waiting like, okay, I ain't getting none. I mean, I got a force jewel or some junk. I got a couple of those, but what good did they do?
You just watching everybody else elevate, and you're just still standing there on the same level. Like, okay, feel like life.
I did. I thought sure I got at least one precious stone, but okay.
Yeah. They're trying to be realistic. They don't need to do that junk. They're supposed to be an
It's
escape.
like the freaking precious stone that you did get didn't matter.
But at least there's some fun mini games though in there. Like you can laugh or you can roast folks literally by frying in a pan and junk. You can play what is it? Red light, green light with Robotnik or something. But it's a fun game. It's just very rage inducing. Yeah. Okay. Chow. What do y'all think of those?
What?
I love Chow.
Me too.
I wish they would bring them back.
Like most people, Sega.
We don't really play like with the wisps as much as we should and try to like perfect how to use them. But I do think the idea of having a wisp kind of represent like a chaos drive to like boost your chow in some way.
That would be fun.
That would be cool. I saw that idea on Twitter.
I thought I saw it somewhere.
I didn't make that up.
We be using the wisps only when we have to.
Yeah, I do that.
It's just a whole
Guilty as charged.
viewpoint on my viewpoint, but
I do the
I
same
think
thing.
all of y'all do the same thing. Y'all don't be like, ooh, I want to use this wisp because I love to. No, y'all use that wisp because y'all feel like that's the only darn choice we got. We gotta go through this and do this junk.
But y'all all basically would like for Chow to make a return.
Yes.
wouldn't. I mean, it was fun.
I spent most of my time doing stuff in the game, gathering chaos drives and stuff for the Chow. It's almost like my heart was more into the Chow than the freaking game. Even though we finished the game, I was thinking about Mystic. I wanted to find him some more Warthog shoes and keep up his gorilla arms.
And then turn around and give him one of those bats. What happened to his feet?
Don't let Dwayne see you abuse a Chow, though. Please don't.
Oh, please don't.
For goodness sake, please don't let him see
I
you.
agree.
It's too much.
Even if you throw a Chow by mistake,
Who wants to see a child get abused?
yeah, but you land on the Chow by mistake. You don't mean to make the Chow. You just made the wrong move. And Dwayne's like, hey, no! You hurt him! Now if you go over there and try to pet him, he's gonna act all cold and junk. He's gonna be shivering. He won't want nothing to do with me. You'll be the messed up my whole thing.
all
with my
guilty.
Chow. So it's like you need to find a way to make sure you got your own game saved.
Okay.
So you don't mess up
Too
your
much.
own Chow situation with you.
I can't help I love
Dwayne
hard
won't be mad at
when
you
it comes
because
to
it won't
child.
be his
What about me?
situation.
Of course you
with your
Ash.
child. It'd be
No,
your
you don't.
situation with your child.
Okay. Sometimes people are cruel to child on purpose. Come on.
Who?
You know that's true. Michael, you know you've done it on
Hey,
purpose.
I knew you were talking about me.
You did
Well, here we go.
it. You did it once the child came into the Sonic world.
Sometimes
You
they take
the
too
egg
long to hatch.
and you throw it against the wall.
Well,
That's not how you bring a child into the world. That's why when you see that child, his mouth is
Michael.
all squiggly and cracked.
He didn't
zigzag.
die, though.
But you're supposed to calmly rock him.
oh, ain't
Put
nobody
him
got
down.
time for all
Then
this.
he'll start jumping.
I don't care.
And then he'll hatch.
I hatched him for
What
him.
else? Michael!
Well,
I sped up the process.
Not that difficult.
But I sped up the process. He still was born. He didn't die. And they don't did it.
Well, Michael Dag.
Yeah.
That's very insensitive and cold.
For real?
Abusive. Michael's a child abuser.
There you have it. But I'm the bad guy. Whatever, y'all.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to Classic Sonic.
Oh.
Something that I've been wondering, Dwayne, what annoys you about the fan base when it comes to Classic Sonic?
Man, it's a lot. Actually, but I'll say this. It's annoying when people keep saying how Classic Sonic doesn't have a voice. It is. Sonic Schoolhouse's voice didn't count, but he did speak in CD.
What? Didn't count.
And the reason why he didn't say anything else in this and other games is most likely because it would have probably taken up too much space for the game.
Yeah.
Remember when the Sega intro sound, they said that took up a lot of space? Most likely that's the same situation here.
It's a good argument.
Oh yeah, he also spoke, but he didn't speak, but he had dialogue in Sonic Spinball.
sure
And he
did.
didn't speak because of what I just said, most likely.
Yeah, you're making sense.
I mean, what he was saying showed up at the top of the screen.
I remember.
So you think Sonic would have just thought that stuff and didn't speak it out loud?
Heck no.
He had a voice.
It sounded
He
like
sure
when I
did.
read the stuff at the top of the screen, it sounded like something he would have said. So I don't know why he wouldn't have actually said it if they had the
based
space
off the cartoons.
to record vocals back then. You know, if that's really why they didn't have him speak a
had
lot
to be.
in games, except that
Yeah.
what he said on CD.
Yeah, it was almost likely because of the Sega intro example. Took up too much space or something.
I don't know how
I
it was
mean,
so short.
because of that and their limitations,
Yes.
how come people are acting like he doesn't speak in the cartoons?
I don't know.
Classic Sonic has a voice.
Thank you
It's the OG. It's Jaleel White. He
Thank
used Sonic's
you.
voice.
for crying out loud.
Even if he didn't voice him in Generations,
Yeah.
he's
Yes.
still Classic Sonic's
Still
voice.
Classic
Sonic's
He was the
voice.
one that did the most work. Was it about 5 years?
Yeah.
Voicing him, and just because he wasn't in a game, they want to get nitpicky and say some dissective crap like that.
That sounds like
owned it.
Takran agrees with me.
I do.
We agree on a lot of stuff with Sonic. I'm noticing that.
What about the whole
understand.
idea that they think that he's shy when it comes to Amy, or I guess
boy.
girls, period?
I
What do you think of that?
don't remember him being shy on SatAm
either.
or
He wasn't,
Adventures.
He
And
wasn't
even
either.
Underground. I just don't remember seeing a shy Sonic right now. I'd have to think extra hard. Especially not in the first two though, SatAm and Adventures. I guess that's just in the Far East, where
Yeah.
we're supposed to gather he's shy. He may be, because that's a different
Yup.
culture.
Yeah,
And
that's it.
when it comes to girls though, over here,
Yeah.
he definitely was
He
not
was
shy.
not shy.
over here. I know when someone is usually shy or reserved, or when that may be their personality, which should
regular
never
word.
be looked upon as a negative trait.
not a negative
Like,
trait.
Have that
people
trait.
make it easy to shy away into your own world, and that in itself
Me
needs to
folk.
start changing.
I agree.
But Sonic, he would soften up at times, going into blush mode when Sally kissed him on the cheek. He'd boost himself up by bragging on his
blushing
looks or something to annoy Sally on purpose, but that was about it on the shyness, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Adventures, though,
Oh, good crap.
that dude shot his shot every chance
every
there was
chance.
one.
Is it okay to say pimp?
Be careful. Somebody out there will point out the word simp when
Oh,
it comes to
yeah.
certain ladies.
He wasn't a simp. He was just crushing hard and wanted to make a good impression.
Breezy.
Not talking about Sally.
Miss
Talking
Possum.
about Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
That Merhog.
But he still wasn't a simp with Sally. Let's be
Right.
clear. Be
That's
clear
right.
now.
I get tired of folks wanting to make him a simp when it comes to Sally.
I know.
Why?
I don't know that though. Sound like some jealousy for some junk, some shipping junk.
It most likely is, but
Can I say pimp though?
I heard Yuji Naka didn't want Sonic to be a player.
He wasn't a pimp though. That has negative connotations. He couldn't help if the ladies loved him though.
Okay.
He was the original video game bad boy. He was in a
Alright.
band. How would groupies not approach him?
Do you
Have
relate?
any of you seen his
You sound
original
like you do.
girlfriend? That's a whole other conversation. But I know you saw it. You saw
Oh
it.
yeah, we saw him.
What? Well, this what I read online. That just cause he had a girlfriend, that's why Yuji Naka didn't want Amy to step in. It would have made Sonic look like a two-timer. I guess that makes sense. I don't think it mattered who the second chick was, whether it was Amy or Sally. If it was a triangle, Sonic probably would have, at some point, kissed one girl while talking to another.
Oh, you just
They ain't
think
make
people cheat.
Sonali or Son Amy canon back then because they knew Sally was already popular.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't have made sense.
Amy
And
was
she
like,
was with
how old?
8.
8.
8, y'all.
Talking about Amy, yeah. 8.
Adorable, but too young.
Then they aged her up. Side eye.
Michael
Yeah,
and
that makes sense
Dwayne.
though, Michael. But as I was
Thank
saying,
you.
they scrapped Madonna for many
Thinking about Madonna.
various and obvious reasons.
Oh, yeah,
And
that's-
over here in the U.S., Sonali was practically what our mama and many other fans had grown accustomed to seeing. Why should they be punished for that?
Thank you.
Yeah, speaking of Sonic, or just classic Sonic, period, I may as well go for it. Dwayne, is there something about Sonic that you resonate with? Like, how much do you relate to Sonic? Since you do the impressions, I'm asking you this
Yeah.
specifically.
I feel like I resonate with them a whole lot.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
I think you would.
Which we're talking about it. We're talking about SatAm
We're
Adventures.
talking about Sonic, period.
Okay.
Like, throughout the entire franchise, because it's his 30th anniversary.
I've always felt that it's something in Sonic that everybody can relate to. They can
Yeah, I
see
agree.
something in there that they connect with.
Me with movie Sonic.
All over the world. But mainly, I've always connected more with the Sonic that I try to do the impression of.
I know.
Because I always understood his sense of humor. I always understood his getting bored easily, wanting to shake things up, just wanting to do something different every day.
Adventurous.
What
The
happened?
whole thing where Ashley was talking about,
What?
ah man.
Oh,
I mean,
What?
if you're gonna shoot your shot, shoot your shot.
You didn't shot your
Dwayne.
shot, and then you already gonna try not to throw
What I
that shot
said,
away after you
Ash.
done shot the shot.
I
You better
was
watch
just
that
kidding.
junk.
I was messing
I
with
like
you.
messing with her.
And
crap,
he does
boy.
that to Sally. He's done that on
Not
a
like
few
that.
occasions. So I understand him. I just
Trying to shake
understand.
things up.
Because she would get jealous and try to play it off with another guy like Griff or something.
She wasn't jealous of anything.
Whatever.
Sonic was jealous of Griff.
Yes, she was.
Anyway.
Or she wouldn't have been strolling around knothole with Griff arm in arm.
Dwayne?
Who did she want to see her doing that? She wanted Sonic to step his game up, even
are
though
you
he just claimed her.
Is this a battle of the sexes or some
Nah,
crap?
it
What
was me
happened
just
here?
relating to Sonic. And he showed her he
sounds-
wasn't jealous. And he proved how come he wasn't jealous by the end of the episode.
He was jealous.
That was
Whatever.
just a little
When he used to date.
situation that happened in one of the episodes that explained why I understood what he did or how he did in the
said he
episode.
used to let him
He
date.
just let it play out. He let her show out with Griff.
Show out.
And in the end, Griff showed his true colors.
She didn't show out.
Sonic had to set it straight.
Okay,
Anyway. Anyway.
Okay, so
accept
Dwayne, you
facts.
resonate with him on the dating front in the old cartoons.
Yeah.
But what about period? Like, you said you resonate the most with classic and adventures. Like,
Yeah.
would you explain, like, do you think Sonic's personality back then is still the same as now?
Yeah.
Just in a different way?
Exactly.
interpreted
It's a different interpretation. What you
For
just
the most
said.
part.
A different interpretation from different time periods.
Different times. Yeah.
And to be honest, he had the most swag.
That was
He
it?
had
True.
je ne sais quoi or
All
something
right.
that they kind of dropped later.
It does feel like they dropped
Yeah.
it. I think Movie Sonic is trying to bring it back in a different way,
Me
though.
too.
Let's go.
Yeah, he's got the most personality in a while.
He's got
Come on,
like some
sequel.
inner swag. I'll see shine through a few
Ready for that
times.
sequel.
You can tell in movie screenshots. I'm like, oh
can.
heck no.
Okay, well, we gotta get Shara. I think I see her in the distance.
Yeah, she got this
So,
thing together and didn't even stay
You
in
know
here.
she likes to work behind the scenes.
But how's she behind the scenes with this?
It's something that I try to avoid talking about, but I don't really have a choice. I feel like earlier I admitted to liking classic Amy, and to Krant pointed out that I like Boom Amy, and I didn't necessarily deny it.
Nope.
But yeah, I'll go ahead and mention this, Dwayne, about the Far East.
Okay. Oh crap.
Sega. They may not like the Freedom Fighters because Sally was the first consistent example of how Sonic could have a girlfriend and how she actually would not hold him back. She had many not Mary Sue qualities that contributed to Robotnik's alleged defeat
now.
because there was no third season, so alleged. Until they make that third one, Sally would later be condemned because of some Son Amy people working at Archie Comics sabotaging her for
Go
personal
ahead,
shipping
yeah.
reasons, and it's not fair. Out of
Surely.
Sally and Amy, one chick would not hold Sonic back any less than the other. But the way they constantly use one sabotaged issue of the Archie comic against Sally while ignoring Amy trying to hurt Sonic with her hammer on multiple occasions just because he didn't return her feelings.
Yes.
It's hypocritical thinking. I'm not going too deep into it, but in regards to the shipping wars and just in general, and this is why I'm not about to argue with these bullying little kids, is because you've already won. You won because the Far East has the final say regardless of how not fleshed out a character is, regardless of how much that character borrows from the character they've banished forever.
Ooh.
Because they don't feel like coming up with a fresh, more relatable personality for her. It all boils down to the East versus the West.
Basically.
Sally was too popular. The East meant for Amy to be in Sally's shoes, I guess globally, but since it was Sally Acorn over here in the West, I guess the Western version of their Ricky, and not Amy, they let the Sally wave ride out so that they could come back with Amy for the rest of time. It was a, you've won the battle, but you will never win the war.
Myra,
So,
Family Matters.
Son Amy fans, you shouldn't always be ready to fight somebody over preferring Son Alley.
Yeah.
If Sonic had a heart of an adult, like Naoto Oshima said, he's supposed to choose Amy anyways. Oh, that was, remember I said Naoto Oshima, not Yuji Naka. I don't think he was for Son Amy or Son Alley. He just,
You didn't see nothing about him being for Son Alley. Just not
how
for
did that even
Son
change up in the shows?
I don't know.
It was too.
I like the shows though.
Yeah, Amy won back when they aged her up to, to age 12, closer to 15.
We noted it.
Why do you think they did that? Not that they're giving Sonic any other love interests and, any other options, because they haven't really been. So you won. Calm down. Plus, bringing Sally back, they would take away any alluring feminine qualities that she'd have left anyway.
Yep.
So even then, you still
really
win.
did.
I personally would like for Amy to get another reboot since we got to deal with her.
That would
Not
be
that
interesting.
she's completely unlikable, because she does have likable qualities.
Yeah.
Whenever her qualities are consistent.
Well, Jump.
Sega needs to be more consistent with their characters.
Yeah, Sega in general.
She could still be feminine, but not so cutesy.
Yeah.
Edgier. Lengthen her hair. Give her a little more glam, but with some edge, I kind of liked her in Boom because she had more to her personality rather than it just being about Sonic and shopping.
More to
Her
her.
voice was more soothing in Boom also, so go along with those lines with the voice tone. But I wouldn't be shocked if suddenly she sounds similar to Sally and SatAm.
Oh, Jump.
Wouldn't be shocking at all. Sally had many alluring qualities. She used to, at least, Her voice being one of them, because Sally's voice actor is a legend.
She is a legend, definitely.
I'm gonna go ahead and step on in.
Shara.
Y'all saw me back there. Y'all were talking about Sally, so what I'm supposed to do?
I understand.
Yeah.
As a kid, though, I grew fond of Sally.
Yeah, we
Guess
know.
from watching her on SatAm and Sonic, they were like two cool teenagers that could have been like my dream big brother dating my big sister back then, that I constantly watched, having interesting back and forths on my TV screen.
Yeah, I miss it.
Sally seemed really sweet to Tails, the character that was closest to my
she
age back then.
was.
Maybe she would have treated me that kindly if I were a kid in Not Whole Village.
Yeah.
And if I
think
had
she
any
would.
problems, I could go to her.
She seemed pretty
She
approachable.
was a princess, but she wasn't arrogant about it. She
No, she
believed
wasn't.
the only royalty in the forest was Mother Nature.
Yes.
So she was selfless, encouraging. She risked her own life for the freedom of the people that she could actually rule over someday. She cared about them, although I'm sure she didn't ask to be born into royalty.
No, I'm sure she didn't.
I mean, she was a skilled martial artist with gymnastic skills. She was also cute. And Sonic saw all of that.
Hey. Sure.
Now, Ashley, I know you said earlier you like Classic Amy.
And boom.
I remember Classic Amy being relatable as opposed to Miss Perfect.
What?
That's how people that don't like Sally view her, I guess. All the things I've described earlier makes her too good of a person. Maybe unfortunately perfect, I guess.
Somehow.
But I guess that's relatable. You get tired of somebody being too good at everything. But I don't think they were thinking about all of that when they were writing her in there. Like, let's
Michael, you
figure
could
out how to
wait till
make
after we're
her
done talking.
the most perfect person
This podcast.
possible. I doubt that was on their minds. But anyway,
a young girl who develops a huge crush on this cool guy.
Yeah.
That was adorable.
Now, how you gonna just start eating some random shrimp?
Exactly.
Where they come from?
For
While I'm
some
talking.
reason, though, it is adorable when it's a little girl.
I was hungry.
Being drawn to that guy like a little child with a heart over his head.
Yeah.
If the guy has sense, he won't see anything in her underage self.
I would hope
So,
not.
that should be that on that. But the
Yes.
fact that she was a tomboy was also relatable. She
Yeah, it
wasn't
was.
afraid of getting her hands dirty, and she probably would play ball or ride a dirt bike or something.
Probably
And
have seen her do it.
she'll probably choose a video game over a Barbie doll. Shoot, I don't
You
know.
ain't more the
just
Hot Wheel tracks than
more-
Barbie, my dang self.
Hot Wheels were fun.
Not
How do I know?
stereotypical girl.
But
They
yeah,
were fun,
people
Dwayne.
were young kids though when they
I
were
know.
introduced to Sally. Just like they were also kids when they could have been also kids when they were
Yeah,
introduced to Amy.
on both sides.
So we shouldn't bash each other because we may actually have that in common.
Yup.
Yes.
These characters are near and dear to our hearts.
They
so,
are.
Yes.
So if you know your character not only won in the shipping wars,
Technically.
and was the one not left in obscurity, stop picking on the team that's already getting the short end of the stick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree. But what about those hateful Sun Amy shippers? You know, I think the real fight and purpose is for Sun Alley shippers to stop the thought of Sonic ending up with
they
Sally.
thought.
They will
gonna
think
stop
that
my
you've
thoughts?
acknowledged that by admitting that they won, you'll be forfeiting Sally from the war.
Well, they're wrong though, because all I did was just summarize the technical hints and subtleties that I've gotten from paying attention to Sega of the Far East on the
They have been
subject of their
slick.
slick movements regarding Amy.
Yeah.
Especially regarding how popular Sally was before her erasure and replacement with Amy as the only love interest because of the whole East versus West thing. Usually it's Sega of the Far East that makes all the decisions, and
Yeah.
while those aren't always the best decisions, that's where they win. It's not impossible for things to change though. I've seen a rise in Sally's popularity within the past year, and just because
seen
they've
it too.
taken away her
Yeah.
femininity doesn't mean we'll never see her make some sort of comeback, and it doesn't mean they can't ever give her back her alluring qualities.
So there's hope.
Sonic could simply still look at whoever he or the animators really decide. Boom, Sonic checked out some twins. Maybe
He did.
Sally could get the same treatment. Maybe someday someone with a heart who grew up watching SatAm could end up making it in there
That would
and
be
opening
nice.
that door. Just because I may acknowledge that they may have won the war doesn't mean another shipping war for a new generation can't start.
Or
And
something
with Sally's
sooner than
slow
that.
but sure rise in popularity, I don't see why she couldn't once again be a contender or a
Yeah.
threat once again.
She was
Yeah.
a threat.
Plus,
Still
I
be
can
one.
ship Sonic with whoever the flip I want, and
Right.
so
right.
can anyone else.
Okay.
Yeah, like people ship Sonic with chili dogs, with
Yeah.
the wind, with Blaze.
With their
some
OCs.
reason- I'm not really mad at that one.
Yeah.
So you're saying that you don't forfeit anything?
Nope,
four.
still Sun Alley, and they're not gonna make me change my thoughts on that either.
That's right.
Now, Shara, you've been really quiet. I forgot you were here.
Yeah, I was just observing. Man, dadgum.
Y'all already know though that I'm gonna go into that Sonic Impression situation.
Huh?
Situation.
Oh, I mean just the impression.
Okay.
So, do you think Dwayne can do a Sonic Underground impression?
Nah, I don't. He would have to be raspier. I don't know if we can do that.
Dwayne, do you think you can do that? I know
No.
she said she didn't think you can do that, but do you think you can?
Nah, I don't. That was kind of a different sounding Sonic. I don't know if I could do it.
Sure. I mean, don't you have a lot to do with this?
What? I don't know, man.
What you look at Dwayne for?
She can look at Dwayne.
Okay,
on a
so
drawing.
actually,
Doing.
okay, so Dwayne, can you answer some questions about Shara if I ask you?
I'm right here.
Yeah, but it's all fun to know how much he knows about you.
Oh.
That's why I'm asking Dwayne. I'm just gonna ask
Okay.
him what he knows about you as a fan.
Okay, then, go Dwayne.
Okay. Whenever you're ready to crank.
Okay, so how long has Shara been a fan?
What, Dwayne? You supposed to know some stuff about me. This
do.
is one thing that you should know, right?
Yeah, since she was about 7 or 8.
Okay, I was about to say.
Okay, if she were your voice actor, do you know how long she's been doing the voice?
Well, I wasn't a character until like 2000, 2001.
Yeah.
So I guess 2000, 2001.
Okay,
So what does that have to do with me?
I
This
don't
is
know.
about
You just
Sonic.
do a good job at doing an impression.
Thank you. That's the second time someone's done that in this podcast.
I know that Shara's been doing. I know I'm not being interviewed here, but I believe I remember Shara doing this thing since she was about 7 or 8. She just didn't know if it was good.
Doing what thing?
I just know she recorded on a lot of cassette tapes. Yeah, I did.
You said cassette tapes?
Yes, they said cassette tapes. That gone.
Sonic 2 was where I started.
Okay.
Mama got the Sega Genesis bundle.
Sonic 2 for Christmas.
I remember.
93.
Yep.
Ashley, you're 17. How in the flip do you remember what happened in 1993? We paused and I just did some quick calculations. If you were born in 1993, you would be like 28. You're supposed to have been born in 2004 to be the age you are now. And how
I'm
the flip
too
would you
young for
remember
you.
what Shara was doing in 1993?
Maybe I've heard some things?
Yeah, she heard some
I
things.
remember things I've heard.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, regardless of whatever the flip this is, Shara, who is your favorite Sonic?
I thought you would ask Dwayne that question. He's supposed to be the one that's been interviewed about me and Sonic.
Okay, look, I don't have to do this junk. Y'all asked me to do this
How
junk.
about I do this junk?
Yeah, it's not junk.
Well, we keep calling it junk.
Because we just talk like this, okay?
Alright, y'all. Alright, come on.
Okay, I'm back.
You went somewhere?
This is Takara speaking here. And I'm gonna go ahead and continue this interview.
Okay.
Okay, Dwayne, who is Shara's favorite Sonic?
I'll go ahead and mention how she used to do mixes and stuff
Oh, that's the
on
question.
SoundCloud. She still does, but she used to do memories mixes.
I
So,
remember.
She was just trying to give him his flowers while he could still smell them. We don't know if he'll ever hear them though.
Who though?
Jaleel White.
Yeah, okay.
It's still a couple of mixes up there.
Well, I remember those mixes
Yeah, I do too.
because it documented her childhood and how much Sonic made an impact and Family Matters made an impact.
It definitely
And
did.
I would assume people could tell because everybody knew she was a fan.
Yeah, no matter what happens, though, you can't take away his impact and talent.
That's true.
I mean, Shara likes many Sonics, but I think he's always going to be her favorite. And I don't care if she looks at me funny.
Again, she can look at you? Again, Ashley,
So
shut
is
up.
that true, Shara? What Dwayne just said?
It's true.
So Dwayne, when did you discover that you could do an impression?
When we were sitting there watching SatAm, and I said something, and Ashley looked at me like, "What the heck?"
Why did you look at him like, what the heck, Ashley?
Because it was like they were in the same register or some crap. I don't know. I just was like, hold up.
Wait a minute. Back up. Say this line.
I
And that's how it started.
I still don't know if it's good or nothing though. I mean, just because a few people say it was
But
good.
it's pretty decent.
Of course, you guys will say it's decent.
But it
I mean,
is.
You know me and stuff.
Shara, what do you think?
I gotta go to the bathroom. Bye.
Dang.
So, Dwayne, you did the impression in the 30th Sonic anniversary mix on SoundCloud. We can't put clips up here because it's YouTube.
Then what is that I hear in the background?
You'll admit to that, right?
Yeah, I did it. I did it. I kind of indirectly confirmed that in that other podcast.
You
we
gotta
did.
stop being indirect and jump with these things. We can't play any clips from that.
That's what y'all doing.
But can you say a line from the 30th anniversary?
Oh crap! What?
Yeah, I'm putting you on the spot.
Okay, even though I did something at the beginning.
Yes. Okay. No, that wasn't even a line from the show. That was from the character Bible. I'm talking about a line from the show.
SatAm.
Either one.
Speed contest to determine the fastest on movies.
Yeah.
Trophy to the winner. Tomorrow at 1400 hours. Come one, come all.
Yeah.
Man, who's Robotnik kidding? He already knows who's the fastest.
He just said it slower.
Now just say it in a remixed way or some junk.
Why?
Because I just want to see if you can. What else he can
He
say.
want folk to hear the difference.
Chili dog cooking contest to determine the best chef in
In
Georgia.
the States.
Trophy to the winner. Tomorrow at 1400, like that podcast, hours. Come one, come all. Man, who does Michael think he's kidding?
Me.
He already knows who's the best cook.
It's me. Huh, Sonny?
No,
Okay then,
Dang.
who is? Is it me?
you got it, big guy.
Okay, I was waiting on that. Another line. Just one more line. One more serious line.
There's no way you can stop me from winning this race, Robotnik. No way. So learn to live with it, chump.
That's not even the worst thing somebody could call somebody.
True.
Chill, Robotnik.
You mean Robotnik?
Say to Krant and Robotnik and Michael and Ashley.
To Krant, Robotnik. Michael, Robotnik.
No.
Ash,
Okay.
Robotnik. Shar, Robotnik.
Huh?
Me, Robotnik. Sonic, Robotnik. What am I doing?
No, to Krant. What is he
know.
doing?
Yes, we're all
What do you have him
Robotnik.
doing?
We're all Robotnik, Ashley.
Now we
I
ain't
just
today.
wanted folks that we're listening to
I
hear
like
that
your
we don't.
comments, though.
If he's actually good, that they'll hear. There's not a pre-recorded situation. That's
You
all.
want another shaking?
You're gonna shake me? I'm not Nicole.
Nicole said,
Let us get loose and juice. Let us pack it. I get the picture, Nicole.
Okay.
Man,
A whole other situation.
Yeah. I don't want to feel like I'm trying to hog spotlight. You guys keep going back.
you know you are trying to hog some spotlight.
Michael, this is supposed to be about Sonic. And shut up, Michael.
This is technically about Sonic.
You shut up.
And no, Michael.
Okay. The Badniks.
No,
Oh,
Junk.
crap.
You and Michael were like dissing each other with Badniks.
He is Chop
So
Chop.
were those the ugliest Badniks that you can remember, or what?
Yes. Yes, they were.
Michael, I'm sorry, Dwayne, but Michael roasted the crap out of you
Are
when
you
he
serious?
mentioned that thing on Metropolis Zone.
Are you serious,
thing.
Ash?
Yeah.
You're supposed to have my back.
I do.
Ash, anybody could do what Chop Chop did.
Ain't no
anybody
Chop
can
Chop.
go to the praying mantis from Metropolis Zone Slicer, because he is one of the ugliest robots
And he looked like
ever
you.
constructed by robot.
Because he looked like
That
you.
was such an easy go-to.
Yeah, never mind, y'all.
No, that's right, to
I'm
crap.
talking about
Bump it.
whenever it's a Badnik that you don't know the name of, so you remember how it looked. But for some reason, every time y'all try to describe one of the Badniks, it turns into a thing. Like that thing that throw them bombs, or that thing in Launch Base Zone.
Yeah.
It looked like it's from Among Us. Like that thing. How many things are there?
There's many things to
It
Krant,
is.
many.
I think I sung about it. Them things that throw them bombs,
you mixed
they'll
up the songs.
explode.
Starlight
Land
Zone?
on your head.
I think he was talking about the ball
Oh, then
from...
you know that you'll be
Scrap
dead.
That's what
It's
Michael was
time
trying to
win
remember
this
to call
game.
me, but he couldn't come up
Come
with
on
his name.
and help me.
We're ball
It's
hog
time to
then.
win this
Ball hog.
game. Are we really crazy?
We need to talk about some modern stuff in
Yeah,
the next
y'all
2
do.
minutes or some crap.
Yeah,
Well, I like Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic Adventure.
me too.
Yeah.
And I like Dean Bristol's Eggman on
Yeah.
Sonic Adventure. He killed it, and I
Get him,
still
yes, he
think
did. This.
Mike Pollock did a good job too.
He did.
Somebody Dean Bristol in Sonic Adventure. He just had more like
He sounded dark.
I don't know. It was like if you got Mike Pollock and Jim Cummings or something back in the day and smushed them together.
That makes sense.
I'd like that.
Jim Cummings is actually my favorite Robotnik.
Mine
on
too.
here.
Even though all Robotniks killed it. I also
Yes.
enjoyed Long John Baldry.
Jim
All
Cummings,
my
though.
favorites, I think.
I keep talking about back in the day. How old are we?
Yo, I like Jim Carrey's Robotnik though a lot.
Yes, me
I'm
too.
ready to see this movie show that development.
I'm excited.
He made it sound like Robotnik's gonna do a lot of growing,
And also
and
Sonic.
we're gonna see him evolve to his
Don't do it.
What?
apotheosis. Doing.
Google said climax. Definition of apotheosis.
Oh, Michael said it right. Okay.
But Sonic's gonna do growing too.
Yeah.
So when people kept on talking about his personality, being too kiddish or whatever,
He has to grow from somewhere.
that got on my nerves. I'm like,
Yes.
it's an origin story.
Yes.
They have to set it up for a new generation of fans.
Yeah.
And to bring people in.
Yes.
They're not just playing it safe with some IHOP.
Ashley, are
You
you
guys know what
hungry?
I was talking about. I am hungry.
They kept calling it Hop again.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, who looked at Hop?
I haven't
Didn't
seen
look
it.
at Hop.
I ain't feel like looking at no movie about the Easter Bunny. I'm sorry.
Me either.
Against James
Regardless, they have been sleeping on the Sonic franchise for years on
Should've
years.
been made a
on
movie.
years. And dissect that junk in the 30th. Wait,
No, it wasn't.
it wasn't the 30th. Oops.
Actually, shh.
What you been saying now?
Whatever.
In the 30th.
I said it in an upcoming mix.
What you saying in upcoming mix?
It's an upcoming mix, Ashley.
Yes, yes it is. Bump it.
Ashley.
I'm not gonna say what the mix is about, but
Sure,
the
ain't gonna
30th
like this.
anniversary mix is already out, so you can just guess.
Ashley.
So you're saying in some upcoming mix, you're saying something about the movie being underrated.
I'm saying the franchise
What
has been
upcoming mix?
underrated for some reason because they've been sleeping on him.
Yeah.
And they should have known a long time ago
Yeah.
that Sonic had money to be made from a movie.
Okay.
Not to be like exploited or anything, but
What mixed them?
in his own right of an icon of an IP. The flip they were waiting on to make this movie.
Oh,
I know. But Ash, What mix?
Yeah, what mix are you talking about? I mean, you didn't say nothing in the 30th anniversary about you said the movie? So you said something in an upcoming mix about the movie. I mean, we already got one movie mix out. What are you...
I said something about the movie. It doesn't... What are you trying to insinuate?
You're saying that it's a mix about the movie coming out. Yes or no? We already got one movie. You're saying it's a sequel mix
Dwayne
coming?
said like it is one coming at that.
Then what kind of mix is coming? What else is after the 30th anniversary?
You guys aren't
I have
tired.
to think hard. Okay, what else could be after that?
You guys aren't
I know Sonic Colors Ultimate is supposed to release like in September or something. Is she gonna make a Sonic Colors Ultimate mix?
Yeah, that's a good one.
She already put Planet Wisp in the first Sonic movie mix, so it's a second one? That makes better sense, because it's a sequel coming.
I mean, that would be cool. It's a good chance someone could make a Sonic Colors Ultimate.
You can
mix
always
or
remix
Sonic
Planet Wisp
Colors
again.
mix.
Come
You
on,
got all
Ashley.
the wisps. She could tie them in as like samples and crap. I mean,
too late.
She
it's
sample the
possible.
Wisps themes.
It's too
Yeah,
late,
that'd be
y'all.
fun. I mean,
She
she can go back and she could be making remixes
She could,
of
but
other
it's too
stuff.
late.
Like
A lot of folks can.
she's got a
She could
Rooftop
put
Run
that in
remix
the
on
mix.
SoundCloud.
This
I
ain't
don't
got
know
nothing
if
to
it's
do with
okay
it.
for her to put that on YouTube. She could actually
YouTube?
put that on YouTube.
But
yeah,
that
she
ain't what she
can.
gonna do.
Sorry,
Shara.
What's Shari?
Y'all, it's too late. Shh. Y'all already exposed it.
It's not
she
too
may as
late
well put
because-
the Rooftop Run remix in the Sonic 2 movie mix.
Yeah,
That's what
there
it
is
sounds
Sonic
like
2
it's going
movie
on. She probably already got some
said it was a
Sonic
Sonic 2
Unleashed stuff in there.
movie.
Yeah.
Y'all are obvious than a mug. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and close this. This has been a very long podcast. It's the longest one I think we've ever done. This is gonna be a
It is.
four-parter unless
I
some
don't know
junk
if
is
it was very
edited out.
productive.
Okay, it's a lot of things that we could talk about, and we couldn't cover that much.
No.
Because there's too many passionate folks in one group.
It is.
So, here's to Sonic's 30th anniversary,
Yep.
and here's to 30 more. And, are y'all ready? I hope so. With this fan base.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's go. This has been a Peace Pack podcast, and we hope to do more. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Leave us some feedback. That always helps. Until next time, folks. Random childhood memory. Me and Michael, Launch Base Zone Boss.
I remember that.
SMH.
Leave me alone.
Michael, why are you stalling?
About time. But at the last nanosec, I lost my spot. But at the last nanosec, it was yours truly. Duh! Lots of folks at Sega will tell you how they sweated bits. Duh! I don't get how you have so much crap to say. I don't get how you have so much crap to say when you shape-shifted. I don't get how you have so much crap to say after you've shifted into
That's part of why I was decided with it done. Wait. Okay. I had to chill. I'm sorry.
Who is your favorite Sonic, Shara?
No. Supposed to be asking Dwayne.
Man, who does Robotnik? Wait, I can hear this echo. It's weird.
They were calling it an I. I did it again.
She just put that junk in the Sonic 2 YouTube. Wait.
He's always been an upbeat, optimistic.
Yeah, it was almost likely due to disk space. But yeah, I agree. That's my guess. That was Dwayne's guess. Let's do this over. Michael, it was going to happen. It was bound to happen. You're passionate. That
And even Underground, but from my memory, but I know he was not shy on SatAm and Underground.
Bad. How would groupies not approach him? How do you see his original girlfriend? Wait, I mean,
Hey, and they ain't make it nothing like Sonali or Sunami.
wait. That they connect with. I'm glad they interpreted that through the movie Sonic. Redo.
But yeah, people were young kids though when they were introduced to
Who said
Sally.
but yeah?
Just like
Somebody
they
said
were
but yeah,
also
twice.
kids when they